Welcome back to the channel as we get ready to take a look at the Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray Quarter from the U.S. American Women's Quarter Program. But before we do that, let's take a look at the calendar to see what's coming up. Next Monday, May 27th, we have an unboxing of the Harriet Tubman $1 commemorative proof coin and $half proof coin. Then on June 3rd, we finally have that spot filled in. We will do an introduction to, and I spelled introduction wrong, I just realized that, to the $1 innovation coins that came out in 2018. And I had actually missed that series. I saw the coin and I thought they were just the $1 commemorative releases. I didn't realize that they were actually $1 coins. So that's my fault. But that started in 2018. And in 2018, they only released one style. And then after that, they were released for a year. And that goes all the way into 2032, I believe. So we have a lot of catching up to do on that one. But we will start that series on June 3rd. And then on June 10th, we have an unboxing of the Dr. Mary Edwards Walker Quarter from the 2024 American Women's Quarter Program. But today, of course, is the Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray coin. And let's take a look. Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray was born on November 20th, 1910 in Baltimore, Maryland, and raised in Durham, North Carolina. Murray moved to New York City after graduating high school at 15 to attend Hunter College, where she earned a BA in English Literature in 1933. Her application to the University of North Carolina in 1938 was rejected due to racial segregation, sparking national publicity and a friendship with Eleanor Roosevelt. Her commitment to civil rights was reinforced in 1940 after she and her friend were arrested for defying segregation on a Virginia bus. This incident prompted her to pursue a career in law, leading to her graduating the top of her class from Howard University in 1944. And despite being awarded a prestigious fellowship, she was denied entry to Harvard Law School because of her gender. She earned a master's degree in law from the University of California, Berkeley, and in 1965, she became the first African American to receive a Doctor of Juridical Science degree from Yale Law School. Her seminal work, States, Laws on Race and Color, played a crucial role in the legal strategy for the landmark Supreme Court case Brown versus the Board of Education. In 1966, Murray co-founded the National Organization for Women, which was known as NOW, and she later stepped back, feeling that the organization did not fully represent the interests of Black and working-class women. Murray made history again in 1977 by becoming the first Black woman ordained as an Episcopal priest. She passed away from cancer on July 1st, 1985, leaving behind a profound legacy in civil rights, gender equality, and religious leadership. Now, to get into a little more detail on NOW, I vaguely remember NOW being around in the 1970s when I was young. And it seemed like, to me at that time, being a young person, their focus was on women's rights in society and in the workplace. Like they were fighting for things like getting women into law schools or getting women to be accepted if they did graduate from a law school, getting women to be accepted in the workplace as an equal. And so apparently, from researching Dr. Pauli Murray, they did it for women, but apparently not really focused on Black or working class women. They focused more on, I guess, white professional women. I don't recall that. I'm not doubting it. I mean, I was, we're talking about me being 6, 7, 8, 9 years old at the time. So I have no real recollection of things or posters or signs or advertisements that I saw that were supported or paid for by NOW. Anyhow, this is a brief biography of her life. Once again, she was born in 1910 and she passed away in 1985. Now let's take a look at the image of her quarter. And here we are, looking at the Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray quarter. Once again, at the very bottom, E pluribus unum, out of many, one, At the very top, it says United States of America. The word hope is written in there, and it's symbolic for her belief that societal reform was possible. If you look at what comprises the word hope, besides the letters, the imagery, there's an image of her, and then there's a quote, "A song in a weary throat" from her poem Dark Testament, and that was how she viewed hope. And then you can also see that once again we are back to 25 with a cent symbol instead of quarter dollar. And as I said before, I really do like the way they keep changing up the references to it being a quarter dollar, 25 cents. The sculptor is Joseph Mena, and you can see his initials there on the right. And the designer is Emily Damstra, and you can see her initials there on the left. And so now that we've taken a look at the imagery and everything else, let's actually look at the microscope and take a look at the quarter itself. And here's our quarter. And I have to say that, as some of you probably figured out, it is among my favorites. I like the simplicity, but at the same time, it's not so simple. The word hope is simplistic enough, scrawled across the field, or not even scrawled, but in block letters across the field. But the fact that inside of these big block letters, they put imagery and writing, I think is a really great idea. Now, it's different from the Hovida Idar, because that was more word art. They crammed a lot of words into very little space. In this, they've only used a few words, and it's not as hard to read. It's easy to read a song in a weary throat in there, and it's easy to tell that the image of her is taking up the H and the O. And then you can see the initials under the H on the left and under the E on the right. And I think this is a really nice coin. I think it's simplistic, yet it's well designed. And I really do enjoy this, probably in my top 5 of the coins that we've looked at so far. Anyhow, let's jump back to the desktop real quick. I just wanted to invite everybody to come back and take a look at the video on the 27th, June 3rd, or June 10th, if any of those things interest you. We will be unboxing Dr. Mary Edwards Walker on June 10th. We will be looking at the $1 innovation coin from 2018 on June 3rd, and we will be unboxing the Harriet Tubman $1 commemorative proof coin and $half proof coin next Monday. If anybody is interested in getting a Dr. Pauli Murray quarter, just leave your contact information, address, name, send it to the email address down below. If anybody has any questions, comments, criticisms, please feel free to leave those also in the comment section down below. And as always, I hope that you all have a great week.